Hello everyone, this is Kay, and this is the Collective Soul Tarot channel. Thank you for joining with me right now. We're going to do an alphabet reading. And again, as I'm going to say, I'm going to choose an alphabet tile here. It'll be the first initial of your first name, middle name, last name, or a nickname that you most go by for. Go by, yeah. That you identify with, resonate with most. So let's say the initial is K, like mine's K, okay? And I pick out, like, let's just say pick out 100, which is the year of 2000, right? Because there's no 2000 in these little number tiles. So it'd be K and 100, or we'll just do this, I and 100, okay? Well, pretend the 100 is not there, the 2000 year, birth year. It's just I, all right? So I'd be doing I names, whether you're female, male, I name or not. It just, the 2000 birth year comes in only as just an extra, kind of like a bonus. So for people who do have the I name, do resonate with the I name, if they're also born in the year 2000, it's like even that much better, okay? So this reading should really resonate with anybody, I name or not, and I name whether you're born in 2000 or not. So we're gonna start now, okay? If you like what you see or hear, please consider subscribing, give me a thumbs up, and comment. Let me know what's going on in your world. Excuse me. So let's go. I'm not looking, and I've already shook the boxes. They're very loud. 55. Oh, look at that. How can that be? The I name came out. How does that work? It'll go in here so it doesn't get chosen again this month. And the year will also go in that little box too. But I just can't believe that. That's just the weirdest thing. I guess you are the ones who are going to be watching these videos. You're going to like it. You're going to like watching your I video. Your I video. Okay. We're going to do the Celtic cross spread, starting with the current situation and overall energies. I'm going to ask Archangel Michael and my Holy Spirit to assist me today with correctly interpreting the energies in the cards and to help me see clearly. Thank you so much. Archangel Michael and my Holy Spirit, what messages do you have for our I names viewers? Whether they're born in the year 1955 or not. This is for our I names, okay? I'm going to cut and get going. Are you guys ready? Let's go. What is it? Oh, look at that. That's perfectly independent. That's the 9 of Pentacles, right? Perfectly independent. I for independent. You're independent. What's crossing it? 10 of Pentacles. Okay, that could be that you're married. No, well, it could be that you want to be independent and you may be independent and quite wealthy, okay, or becoming quite wealthy, or you're independent, you want to be independent, but you're married right now in a long-term commitment, which is what this can represent, the 10 of Pentacles upright, because it's a long-term commitment kind of resonancy for the card. Okay, so we don't know which way it is yet. King of Swords in the distant past. So somebody was strategic and decided to annex something, annex someone, cut something out, someone or something out. Okay, this recent past and manifesting you're in manifestation mode in the most recent past. What are you thinking about I name is thinking about, you know, 6 of Swords, leaving all this emotional chaos, rough waters to go to calmer waters. So what's the bridging energy then? The Ace of Swords, and you know you have to do it truthfully, upright, and you have to make sure that you cut the past out to have a brand new slate, you know, a clear slate to start your new future, your new beginning off. Because this is a brand new beginning, a divinely inspired one, following your heart, kind of divinely inspired. Follow your heart, what it is that you truly, truly want. Are you listening to yourself? And this would say, yes, you are. Yes, I've been listening to myself. And I'm in a new beginning. What are your fears? Okay, not being in control, or juggling, or being juggled by somebody else, not being able to manage being on your own. Let's see. In your environment, we got the someone's in the Eight of Wands energy. Fast action. Okay, what are your hopes? Walking away, Eight of Cups. Walking away from your past towards something, maybe this person here. Okay, and what's the outcome energy? Two of Wands. So you're the outcome energy for this snapshot of time. Okay, this could be like 2 to 3 months or sooner, that you will be needing to devise a plan. Okay, you're on top of your castle, so you have a higher perspective now after moving through some bad energy, difficult energy, challenging energy. And you've made a decision. You have the world in your hands, which means, you may be looking to go somewhere else, right? You're putting the past behind you and you've got a better perspective. But you're devising a plan here. You're trying to get a sense of direction by looking at the world and being on top of the castle. And so you haven't quite formulated your plan yet. Okay? You're in the energy of making a decision. So then your plan will be put in place, right? So what's the clarification for those top two? Finding your courage and strength to overcome obstacles and difficulties. But feeling attached, stuck, hanging on to something, hanging on to someone, or you got someone on your mind that you're moving towards, maybe. Let's see this one here. The world. Somebody's who's wanting to or has ended a chapter to begin a new one, and it's the Queen of Pentacles. Holy smoke, Rooney Tunes. I didn't even think of this as being a masculine. Really didn't. But now I see. She's married though. She's in a commitment with somebody. She is. She's in a commitment with somebody, but she's putting an end to it, to start a new chapter, to take action moving forward. And she wants to communicate that. So that could be good news for you. So the Knight of Wands is on the back. The Sun. The Tower. And the Nine of Wands. Okay? I see. So yeah, you're walking away from your past. You're putting your whatever you've invested, highly invested in the past. Now she's not committed to you. She's committed to somebody else. But you're single. Yeah. Because in the distant past, you made your mind up and you said, I'm not doing this anymore. Whatever that is. But it's been revealed to you that you had been maybe not upright Knight of Wands, more like reversed in the player time mode at one time. It had been revealed to you that you were like that. You saw that. You found that out on your own. Either good people that you understand and respect and trust, or the divine, like through your own intuition, you became enlightened to what it was that was causing you problems in the past in relationships. Okay, and the Tower had to come in and come down. You might have provoked that yourself because of this, right? You saw this you saw behaviors in someone, probably the one you were committed to, long-term commitment over here, and you didn't like what you saw. But it also was informative to you in the sense that you had once behaved like that. You were once like that yourself. In some way, in whatever part of those behaviors you didn't like about your spouse, what they were doing, there was something about it that you were able to rise above it and say, look down on it and say, that kind of behavior, it's not right. I don't like it, and it's got to go. So the Tower came in, but you were beat up through the whole process of separating from this one. She might have put on a good fight. She might have said, you're not going to go down without, a few bruises, kind of thing. If you're going to leave me, then, I'm going to take you for everything, kind of thing. Whatever. It may not have been like that, but it's hard to say. So you were in the wounded warrior energy for quite some time while you were dealing with your committed relationship that was going south. So, Archangel Michael, let's look at can you tell me about the Nine of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles energy? Is our I name, whether they're born in 1955 or not, are they single right now? Like, what's going on? Or are they still in a relationship with their long-term committed partner? Now we got the Nine of Cups with the Eight of Swords and the Four of Swords and the Seven of Cups. We got the what do you call them here? The Hermit. Right now, let me think, see what I can hear. Nine of Pentacles. Yeah. Well, I would have to say that I can't say if you are or not. The Justice card is here. It was the next card out, so I would say that you're in the process at the very least, if you're not already divorced or, separated from your long term, if that's what you were, married. Yeah, so but the story here is that she, because this is a he, a masculine I'm reading for, I name, whether you're born 1955 or not, you are, she was overindulging, having more than one man in her life, and having a great time celebrating an affair, right? Excuse me, with someone else, stepping out on your marriage, threw you into, great distress. You are, you're so much up in your head. All your thoughts are running around in your mind. The rumination, the pain of what you found out, what you're experiencing, was just causing you to feel stuck and imprisoned, because your thoughts weren't the type of thoughts that you were having that says, oh, okay, yeah, all right, I had this experience, I'm just going to move on now. No, it wasn't like that at all. It threw you for a loop because she threw you under the bus. You had to pick yourself off the pavement, peel yourself off the pavement, so that you could lay your thoughts down. These are your thoughts. It's like the Three of Swords, the broken heart type of swords up there. But there's that one down there. That's the one that's your future strength after you heal. The one that you're going to pick up and go victoriously ride forward on your horse. You have one. And no longer feel like an option, but at the same time, you're going to have options. You'll know you've got options, because once you put your married life behind and all that pain, you're going to be able to stand tall and abundant with your Ten of Pentacles intact, and because you'll be working to build your finances back up again. But you got to spend some time in deep reflection, soul searching, dark night of the soul, to see why, what, where, how, and when. All those answers you need, and you'll get that with the divine. You talk to your divine, pray, get into meditation. The most perfect way to speak to your divine and hear your divine speak back. And I'm not saying necessarily words, it could be, but most often it's not. It's wisdom. Oh, and by the way, your justice has been served. Things have been balanced because a contract has been broken. All right? So let's do King of Swords. Seven of Swords. That's the sneaky behavior you cut out. the Page of Pentacles, the Six of Cups, and the High Priestess. You've tapped into intuition. Some kind of knowledge came to you, okay? Something that was brought to your attention. It could have been you've seen your wife's phone, how she's been communicating, passionately communicating to somebody, or just communicating with somebody. And you might have said, well, who's this? Who's this guy, right? You're showing her your phone, or her phone. Who's this guy? He's texting you. Who's this guy? Oh, he's just so-and-so from work, or he's just so-and-so. Yeah, I don't know this guy. And then it turns out, you find out later that it's somebody from her past that she's reconnecting with, like somebody from high school or college days, or premarital times, or yeah, depending on how long you've been married. But it could have been even sometime during your marriage, if you've been married for a long time and they're just coming back, and she hadn't been talking to them for the longest time. Now suddenly they're reconnecting. But you laid the law down. You laid the law down. You got a lawyer involved for a divorce proceeding. This is a distant past. So wait a minute, that was the Justice card. These two cards talk about breaking a contract through the legal system. You stepped into your King of Swords energy of making sure that you were not going to be taken for a ride any longer. And you just laid the law down. You said, it's my way or the highway. We're not doing this anymore. I'm moving on. Okay. Magician, please. Archangel Michael. Thank you for that clarity. Thank you so much. So I think perhaps you're still in the process of getting divorced, but if you've walked away, you might be living somewhere else right now. Okay. Magician. Three of Pentacles. Ace of Cups, that's the divine offer. And the Wheel of Fortune, because of the broken heart. You got some Temperance, and there's the Empress too, with the Six of Coins and the Lovers, King of Pentacles, Page of Cups, Chariot, everything that says you're moving forward. Okay. Yeah, so broken heart, right? It's just painful. Even though you said, I'm not dealing with it, you're still painful. Probably didn't expect it. But it seems too that with all those cards in the back, that there was somebody else in your life. Somebody else in your life that wants to reach out, or at least get going forward in some manner. But yeah, you want to, there was the third party. You were put in a third party, okay? But you want to reach out to somebody and collaborate with them in some way, because you've manifested yourself in a new position in life where you're able to put this behind you, be single and independent, and follow your heart's desire. This is also talking about self-love. The Ace of Cups is about finding love for self. And yourself is your soul, right? God, spirit, everything, unseen. But it's taking care of your precious heart and saying, my heart matters. My heart matters. I just put it in the wrong hands before. Okay? So you're manifesting a brand new path that's divinely inspired because you're following your heart. You're going to heal your heart because you're going to build a new foundation with somebody else, a strong, solid foundation that has everything to do with a divinely inspired connection. That where whatever debt you had before, you've paid it off through what your wife has done with you in your relationship. You paid that debt off. You now feel what it's like to have been on the other end of the stick. That helped you grow, and now the wheel is moving in your favor, and you see that your future is with somebody from the past that you knew, but however, they are committed. But they may be putting an end to that commitment, because that's the end of one chapter in their life, so they can begin a new chapter. All right, let's talk about the Six of Swords. For our I names, whether they're born in 1955 or not. Hangman, the Fool, this is what you're thinking about, just to be clear, and Temperance. With that and the Ace of Wands, there's a Page of Swords as well here. Okay, so yeah, you think about, you need to move from, get yourself out of this, be independent and get yourself out of this. Take your money, build your finances back up. But you're thinking, I feel stuck right now. I feel like I can't make a move yet. I want to be, I want to be spontaneous and move with excitement and just all sorts of motivation and energy towards somebody that I care for, right? But you're being stuck because you need to get yourself in the right energy. If you're still in some kind of pain over this, you need to hang upside down for a while to get a new perspective. The divine is putting you there so that you can be awakened. That's why there's a halo around this man's head. You're upside down so you can see your world differently, you can see your life differently, and you can see the way you've been behaving up until this point differently, so that you can gain a different perspective moving forward in a different way, one that you're definitely going to be guaranteed that kind of new path forward. If you don't get yourself out of this being just wanting to be spontaneous and foolishly move forward even when you're not ready, then this will go away. Okay? This will go away. This is an opportunity. It's the divine is giving you this opportunity, but only if you heal. Do you understand that? You have to spend some time, I-names, getting yourself corrected right. Even though we walk upright on our feet on this planet, we're seeing everything upside down. Like wrong. We're seeing wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong-mindedness. Okay? You hang yourself up the other way and you start seeing things the way they're meant to be seen. That you begin with God first and then you start adding to your life. Yeah, start adding things and people and careers and everything else to your life, but always God is right there first. That's the first thing that you will see. You see that your God is here. The first thing that you see is in your excuse me, it becomes your thinking, it becomes your awareness, it becomes your mind hanging upside down, because now you got a new view, a new perspective. You're seeing the world for what it's meant to be. It's for you to be walking on two legs with your soul here using your two legs, okay? You're walking on two legs. Your soul is walking on two legs through your life. You get that understanding and that correct in your mind, you'll feel a lot more peaceful and a lot more calm, because you're raising your vibration then. You're not so roller coaster ride type of emotions and thoughts and feelings like you do when you feel like this, okay? You become more balanced. And that's what this angel is doing, balancing the emotions, the waters. She's got one toe in the water and one on land, so she's very stable. She's balanced. And when you heal yourself so that your emotions are not all over the place like this, you've raised yourself up so that you're not quite as, see, down here in the low vibe, we really are riding a roller coaster. Get up a little higher and the bumps aren't so, the roller coaster ride isn't so like, whatever you call it, just larger. Then you get up a little higher of learning and awareness and enlightenment, and they're just little bumps here now, like this. And then you get a little higher and it's like this, it's more like this. And even higher, you're just like this. And then God is like this, still, right? So you're trying to align yourself with the stillness. That's balance. All right, everything in this universe works best when it's in balance. Even us. And then you'll have a happily ever after, following another divinely offered opportunity of passionate pursuits, whatever your heart desires. As long as it's in line with your divine, you'll have it. You'll have it. But if you don't get yourself right, which is what this requires, these two aces require you, and that Ace of Swords down here too, It all requires you to be in balance with your divine, to be truthful, to be passionate, in the right way, passionate, and to be nothing but the highest love, unconditional love. The only one that's missing is the prosperity one, the Ace of Coins. But this is what the divine requires, is for you to heal yourself so that you become more of who you really are up here, closer to stillness. Spend time in meditation, pray, talk to your angels, and when you do become more balanced, it means that there's way more angels around us. When we balance our heart and our mind more, like we do actually purposely spend time in quiet time to be able to soothe our minds, like slow it down and relax our bodies. When we spend time like that, we open up the window to the divine. We can hear the divine. Now you're communicating back and forth, whether you realize it or not, you are. When you start doing that, divine angels are sent to be around you, and it becomes like an invisible force field around you, where you are physically, mentally, and emotionally, spiritually protected. That any kind of negativity, or someone wanted to put, let's say, do the black arts magic on you and want to throw spells at you and cast whatever, negative entities, whatever, you don't even have to believe in that, but it can happen. And when you're in balance, you're so protected. It's like, what's it, Star Trek, The New Generation. You know how they had the ship, the starship had this invisible force field around it that it could hide, and other ships couldn't, like battling ships couldn't find them, and or they if they weren't cloaked to the point where they were invisible, they still had the force field around them. Battling alien species, whatever, that are trying to take the spaceship out, they throw their laser targets at it, whatever, it just bounces off. It bounces off the force field, right? Force field takes a hit, but they can't get through. So that's what's happening here, is that when you become closer and closer to your divinity, way up here in that high resonancy of love, unconditional love, rising even further and further in love, because you're so much listening to your heart now instead of ignoring it, being so focused on the 3D world, you will have that force field of protection around you and your loved ones. Okay, that's a promise by the divine. You do that, and he's got your back. Quite literally, he's got your back. So let's talk about this divine offer of, a chance for you to be able to move forward in your life with honesty, clarity, trust, happiness, and transparency, not to mention integrity. Let's see. So for I names, what do we know? Five of Cups. Oh, there's the Empress. Look at that. Five of Wands, but there's the Emperor. I love that. And then there's the Three of Cups. That's, joyously coming together, if it's not a third party situation. But yeah, it was a third party. So let's pull it out. Whoop, that was the wrong one. It was a third party situation that you brought her into in the past. So, you did your deed. Now, whether or not you did your deed when you were married to this one that's been doing her deed, it's really neither here nor there. Now, the fact of the matter is that you were in that kind of energy in the past. You met this person. You're both married, or she got married after you chose not to be with her. But you've been missing her, your Empress, a great deal. And that, and the reason why you're afraid, the reason why you have, that you need to gain some courage and strength and make that decision to move forward, and feeling like you might be juggled or told forget it, is because you put her in a competition with your whoever she was back then, and you made her a third party, right? And so all you want to do is you want to come forward truthfully like this, with love, because you're balanced, healed, balanced, with all that love and passion for a happily ever after with her. This is what you've been thinking, right? You've been missing her in your life, no communication for this reason here, okay? You left her high and dry in the past. And so you went MIA. And so the two of you, you want to be able to be in the position to be not married to your prospective spouses, so that you can be then husband and wife, marriage material for each other. Empress and Emperor. Okay, that's lovely. That is lovely eye names. Now, if that means that you've increased your frequency because you've been listening more to your heart, following your heart in your life, like paying attention to your heart. What does your heart want? What do you truly desire? Right? You listening to that, and are you finding feeling inspired to listen to your heart and do what it feels that you have to interpret what your heart is feeling. So if you're interpreting it because you're thinking a lot about this Empress, then you know that your heart is saying you need to go towards her. That's your heart. That's me saying, come on, open the door so I can grab your hand and let's just walk nice and calm towards this Queen of Pentacles and see if she's ready. Okay. You do that and you'll be more taking charge, taking control in a truthful, honest, loving way. You will be an emperor of the higher frequency, emperor status, which means then if she's putting what her heart does not desire behind her so that she can move towards in a new chapter of her life with passionate energy of vast action moving forward. If she can do that and wants to do that, then she's in this higher vibe as well. Okay, so here we go. Well, we're talking about her energy now. She's got the 7 of coins, so she's been looking at the past. She's been thinking about you. Excuse me. Yeah, she's been thinking about you, seeing all that she's sown and reaped as a result. It may not be up to her standards. She is looking at putting, turning her back towards her past of being committed to somebody else, right? And she's looking at the King of Wands, or she's moving into a King of Wands energy, which can happen is that they're type feminines, if they're busy doing some work here on themselves and in their life, they're putting things to end, they're ending things, okay? That's taking charge and taking control of your life. That's looking to the future, okay? So she wants to use this, she wants to tap into this King of Wands energy of get up and go and do it and get it done, and I'm taking charge and control of my life. I am ready, because she wants to harvest more. She wants to harvest more of the types of seeds that she wants to plant now from the higher vibe that she's in now. That's the type of seeds she wants to plant, because then the fruit of her labor will be so much more tastier, so much more of a delicacy. All right, so while we talk about the 2 of Wands here as your outcome energy, so you have work to do, eye names. You do. You got to get yourself into this Emperor energy so that you can take that action towards her. Hopefully, from this point on to like 2 to 3 months out, she's not with somebody else. Okay. Chariot. Well, there you go. You're going to take some fast action forward as a King of Cups. Okay, you had been doing too much of that, but you want that, and you want that, and you want that, and you want that. Yep. So what I'm saying here is that you get your sense of direction, knowing that it's this way you want to go towards her. Okay, you get in your chariot because you're prepared to go. You're going now. You're going to show up with your heart in your hands, a deep and sincere, devoted love for her. Okay, that's what a King of Cups is like. Putting your, childish, frivolous ways and leaving people out in the cold ways away. Getting off the fence. You know what? I was thinking about this because yesterday I did that reading about how somebody was making a career out of sitting on the fence, not making up their mind to do one thing or the other, go one way or the other. I swear, every time I see this card, I could just rip it up and put it through the shredder and never see it again, because this card is, it's trouble. It's trouble because it's non-action. It's non-action. And we're not meant to be in non-action unless we're healing. But if we're just sitting there refusing and being stubborn about seeing what we need to do, or see what we need to see in order to see what we need to do, and suppressing our emotions, our heart's desires for someone or something, then that's non-action. That's doing nothing. So that's choosing to do nothing. This is leaving someone out in the cold. That's the sort of childish ways of getting what you want and then leaving people to wonder what the hell happened to you. And this is you also had been sitting on the fence, not making your mind up, but you're taking action. You're deciding to take action with your heart this time, letting it lead the way so that you can have a celebration of a reunion, be under the same part of the sky together, or under the same roof together for at least a while, until you can maybe possibly make more of a commitment. But you have decided and have received judgment for all the follies of your ways in the past. Remember, player time ways in the past. Yeah. Okay. And because you're moving towards somebody you see as you've got a significant solid soul mate connection with this one that you see as the Queen of Pentacles, the Empress. You do. I mean, you two of you are equally yoked at this point. And this is you having been keeping an eye on her, maybe communicating with her from time to time, but I doubt it. But keeping an eye on her through social media, and you finally reaching out. Okay, so that's good news. That's all very, very good news. Okay, these two want to come out. So it says peaceful resolution. That's what we're looking for, right? Is a peaceful, calm, balanced resolution in your life from what you had been through, right? In the near future, 2 to 3 months, right? And then what else? A year from now. Okay. So you're going to feel peaceful resolution in the near future, okay? So that's telling you that you're going to get there. You're getting there, I names. Whether you're born 1955 or not, you're getting there. Peaceful resolution in the near future. So that's where, like I said, you got to have this first, right? Remember this? You've got to be you have to be looking at your world from the right direction, right perspective. Get God right. Get yourself right with God first, and then add to your life from there. That's you living by your heart, having that balance where your mind is also informing your heart, so it can be very discerning, but your heart is also informing your mind so that it says, okay, I should be a little bit more compassionate, more understanding right here, right now with this person. Maybe even forgiving, that kind of thing. It's your heart and your mind are informing each other, balanced, listening. You have the 3D and the 4D and above dimensions meeting right here in what looks like a life on planet Earth. Okay, so a year from now is like where you might be. They're saying you might actually be in a position where the two of you may have agreed to move in together. The situation will improve. Okay, and last one, romance. Wow, that's fantastic. Do I have to explain that one? No, just kidding. Anyways, that is just such a wonderful story. a big hairy mess over here, but you get yourself out of it and balanced, you'll be ready for all this good stuff that the divine has provided insight on. Okay, so I hope that was helpful for you I names, whether you're born 1955 or not. But take care of yourself until next month. Bye for now.